Losing time, I'm fading fast. I just wanna make it last. Try to let go of the past. I close my eyes, embrace the blast. Sleepless nights and headache stack. Restlessness to hell and back. What's my purpose? What do I grab? A slippery surface, a heart attack. And sometimes you just gotta believe there's something that'll give you relief. There's something that'll have what you need. What you need. We're broken, it's tragic. We're not all elastic, but maybe there's magic. Believe you could have it. And I know of sadness, the anxious and panic, the infinite vastness of all that is blackness.
Guys, how you going? Oh, it's exciting. Okay, we have some really interesting news this morning that I didn't pick up on yesterday, and it kind of reminds me at the moment, I think we're going to see they were the best of times and they were the worst of times. It's about to happen, guys. I'll just say hello to a few people. Hi, I'm Kai. How you going? Out to lunch? How you going? Thank you again for the membership. Yeah, the person who gifted the memberships, honestly, you guys, unbelievable. I can't thank you all enough for yesterday. I am Kai. Oh, I hope you're feeling better. Oh no, you had to drain an infection. Oh wow, did it old school style. Oh my goodness. Who else is in here? Simone, how you going? Yeah, I am Kai. I hope the pain stays away. Hey Wheezy, how you going? Hey Eyes, how you going? Who else have we got in here? We've got me. Alex, how you going? Snow White, how you going? Oh, I'm on top chat. Hang on, let me change it to live chat. Well, we've got a cat coming. Hello, darling. Oh, Bella. Oh, Bella. Oh, Bella. Oh, my goodness. Okay, so we've got Rails G. Hey, Jerry, how you doing? I've been listening to a few people's streams in the last couple of days. Had a great old laugh at MRE this morning. Oh, my goodness. Some rap video. It was funny as coleslaw. Missy T, how you going? Oh, Star Child, God love you. MJ, how you going? Kevin, how you going? Okay, let's go over here. Share the screen. Oh, hang on, let me get the right page up first. Hello, my mouse isn't working. I'm going to have to buy a new mouse. My son had a go at my mouse. He said, what is this? It's horrible. I need a gaming mouse, you know, the accurate ones, because these ones honestly don't want to click on anything. It's hard to get it where you want it. Anyway, let's not worry about that. Cat Turd said, always do the opposite of what this idiot says, because this idiot from the New York Post, CNBC's Jim Cramer, urged viewers to buy Silicon Valley Bank stock last month. Well, that did not work out too well for him now, did it? Because they're going down. Okay, just let's have a quick look at this one. Dan Fangirl said, go Dan. For the cookers, which is the awake people, this is what the media here is calling people who are awake now. Cookers, apparently. We cook stuff up, apparently. This is what happens after the woke have their 5th jab. Rock on, mate. I think this is, isn't this Peter Garrett? He used to dance like that. It's called Midnight Oil, the band, and he just goes like, looks like he's having some sort of, you know, it looks like him. I don't know if it is, but I thought that was hilarious. Sorry to anyone who has had them. I feel for you. I know how much pressure that was. Somehow I managed to withstand the pressure, but have trouble giving up smoking. So there you go. Who am I to talk? 9 News Melbourne said Silicon Valley Bank, a lender to some of the world's biggest tech companies, has gone into receivership. David Cameron, thank you. My goodness, hey? Okay, so this means no more funding for some of these, or they do have money. No more free ride for them. I reckon let it fall. They're going to cry out to bail them out. I'm telling you now, they're going to cry out to bail these. Don't let them fall. Look, it could take down some other banks as well. But we're going to have to let this go. It's going to have to go down, I think. And so if the banks do go down, don't freak out, okay? Just hang in there, okay? I believe things are going to be okay. Just hang in there. If you lose your money, just hang in there. I've got to tell myself this too, you know. So Sack Dan Andrews said, here we go again. 9 News Melbourne are trying to spike up the COVID scare again. Apparently it's spiked by 10% in the last week with the latest variant, Kraken. Oh my God. Here comes the Kraken. That's what I think. Hey, the banks are failing. Here comes the Kraken. This is it. This is the big time. I'm telling you. And I'm not going to like any of these. Oh, yeah, I'll like Sack Dan Andrews. But if that was just 9 News Melbourne, I wouldn't like it. Like this one here. This is 9 News in Sydney. I won't like there. I'll read it, but I won't like it. Eric Matheny said CNN told us with a straight face this was mostly peaceful while Kamala Harris promoted a bail fund for their release. Remember this? Again, like yesterday. And isn't the fist up like... That's the communist sign, I believe. So anyway, yeah, that's what they were telling everyone. They were peaceful protests, by the way. They're the peaceful ones. And they promoted, Kamala Harris started a fund to release these people. Okay, Max XR Patriot said the storm massive arrests begin with 64,000 cartel members. The most deadliest cartels in mass numbers that take commands from CIA Project Hands is the MS-13 of South America that was created for the 4th and 5th generation warfare, for violent colour revolutions, killing government officials, leaders, elite spokespersons, and perpetrating the CIA agenda forward to control Middle America. And in the 2000s, CIA projects began bringing the MS-13 killing machine cartel to US cities into sophisticated organised regimes. These deadly gangs killed and threatened thousands of US officials who ran banks, news industries, corporation and public sectors that were all part of the Republican parties and Democrats that would not play along with the DS agenda, the deep state. Most every MS-13 are unaware they are created and funded by the CIA deep state military operations, much like Antifa. They don't know. They're run by these people. I'm telling you, they don't know. In 2014 to 2016, the killing force of the MS-13 CIA network reached its high points in their operations of blackmail, killings through the United States territories that brought thousands of Republican investors to their end, and thousands of businesses came under control of MS-13, and Obama did nothing and ignored the planned Rockefeller's CIA project. MS-13 cartels' agenda to bring Republican alike and rogue Democrats into MS-13 cartel control and blackmail and extortion. With Obama's CIA DARPA spyware that tracked all data, phone, emails, computer servers, remember Snowden? The spyware also installed unwanted pornography, pedo links, fake money statements into adversaries' computers. This blackmail operations by the DS also went hand in hand with MS-13 killing blackmail extortion projects. Military Alliance figured out back in the early 2000s after 9/11, MS-13 killing projects would be instituted in the US, and in 2008 it's reported insiders, the Military Alliance, made plans to install Trump and use Trump's presidential power to declare the MS-13 a terrorist group and start operations against the deep state MS-13 regime. Immediately, as Mr. T was elected, and in 2017 took mass action against MS-13. Trump knew DARPA, CIA, Obama, Clinton's, Rockefellers were controlling MS-13 and had them arrested through the US and deported tens of thousands of them, but only a few were reported in mainstream media. Today, 2023, military alliance operations is taking place with collapsing the CIA MS-13 killing machine operations, with over 64,000 MS-13 and cartels arrested in one of the largest mass sting operations just 1,500 miles south of the US border. The CIA had plans to use the MS-13 to create thousands of military immigration groups in the US by summer 2023 and use the millions of illegal immigrants that came into the US illegally and have then come under control of MS-13 planned sectors. These CIA operations are meant to cause civil war, to stop Trump, to fight against Republican patriot communities, etc., etc. Now, with military alliance operations working with El Salvador and US military training the local military and police and start the massive storm arrest, operations are underway to stop the CIA, DARPA, MSM killing projects. This is a long one. Trump promised to eliminate MS-13. This powerful cartel, MS-13 network, helped financed by BlackRock corporations that run banks and money laundering operations through North America, Middle America, and South America. Promises made, promises kept. Phew. Look, I'm serious. We are about to start the big one, okay? It's gonna. We've seen the news start to spill out more and more, and we were told that would happen. And now, I believe, just hang on to your hats, seriously. Hang on to your hats. Bob Partington said New South Wales will soon become the blackout capital of Australia. Great. Are we going into 10 days of darkness already? I think it's going to happen. I really do. I think they're going to cut the internet. Wake up, Dom Perignon. I call him Don Perignon, okay, before it's too late, because he's one of them. I do believe he's one of them. The world is moving nuclear. You'll be left behind and out of a job. Because New South Wales leading the nation on construction of new energy infrastructure. Oh, dear God. These people are insane. Okay, I'm going to like that one because that was not mainstream media. Kate said a slap in the face for farmers who've poured decades of time and money into regenerative farming. Grant Taylor said Bill Gates declares cows as public enemy number one. Says artificial meat is healthier than real meat, even though we know it causes cancer. This was back in 2019, I believe.
Another thing is that cows and other grass-eating species have a digestion system that emits methane. And methane is a very powerful greenhouse gas. And so cows alone account for about 6% of global emissions. And so we need to change.
I have trouble even listening to this man now. Like, his little whiny voice just pees me off.
Cows, just cows alone.
How are we going to do that?
Well, actually, of all the categories, the one that has gone better than I would have expected 5 years ago is this work to make what's called artificial meat. And so you have people like Impossible or Beyond Meat, both of which I invested in.
Both of which Bill Gates invested in. Impossible Meat and Beyond Meat. Don't eat that stuff, I'm telling you now. So cows are the problem, are they? Okay, the cows farting, apparently.
You eat it as well, and you like it?
Absolutely.
You do.
You can go to Burger King and buy the Impossible Burger.
All right. Is it healthier for you or just healthier for the atmosphere?
It's slightly healthier for you in terms of less cholesterol. It's, of course,
Cholesterol is a not a thing, believe me.
dramatic reduction in methane emissions, animal cruelty, manure management, and the pressure that meat consumption puts on land use.
That was terrible. It just wouldn't stay.
Another
playing.
thing is
oh no, I
that-
don't want to hear it again. No, don't do that to me. Oh goodness. Okay, so cows farting are the problem. Okay, just make sure you know that one. Oppenheimer Ranch Project said facts do not lie. The media, however, has a free pass thanks to the Smith-Mundt Act. I don't know if anyone remembers. The Smith-Mundt Act was changed by Obama to allow, this is back in 2008 to 10, he changed it to allow propaganda to be given to Americans and the rest of the world, I think. Okay, this lady is a hero. She really is. Who is this absolute hero? Now, listen to that. I feel like this lady myself. Honestly, I'm hearing her. I hear her.
Human rights attorney Lee Dundas. Some years ago, two men sat at a table discussing the most effective way to usher in war. Their decision after discussion was to close non-essential businesses and further quarantine certain members of society to prevent the spread of disease known as typhus. These men's names? Joseph Goebbels and Adolf Hitler. You think you're special. I am here to tell you you are not. You are the new Fourth Reich. And I have news for you today. We will not be locking down or taking funding over RSV, which 90% of children contract before the age of 2, and only 100 to 500 a year die, which is a 0.00000472813 death rate. It is 0.041%. Let me add a little bit here. Your whole meeting today was unlawful under the the government sections. Our governor's executive order that allowed you to suspend notice of meeting was specific to COVID, and your agenda item is specific to respiratory syncytial virus. Therefore, under the government code, you are still bound to notice requirements. An emergency under the government code section is defined as...
Oh, no way.
Rights attorney Lee Dundas.
I was about here. That's why I'm keeping my mouse there.
Or other activity which severely impairs public health and safety. And let me tell you, folks, a 0.000047814% death rate is nowhere near an emergency. You will not get more blood money into this county. You will not get more state or federal funding for our hospitals. This is not an emergency. To do so is fraud. You will not mask us like she just talked about doing. You will not quarantine the well or the sick. You will not keep our kids out of school, and damn right you're not going to cripple our businesses anymore. Do you hear me? We will never lock down again. This is the hill we die on, because this is America. This is the Constitution of America, and this is frickin' freedom. Never again.
I love that lady. Good on her. I don't know who she is, but Lee Dunn. I can't read the last. Oh. Bella, what are you doing? I can't even scroll. She's hitting the mouse. But good on her. Honestly, I feel that speech. I really do. No more. Steve Mudflat McGrew's Remasculated podcast said, "Hey ladies, what's it feel like to be replaced by men? Sports, having babies, women's lib has brought you to almost extinction. How's that working out for you?" Oh dear. This is what is going on, obviously, in sports, and I did bookmark a tab that had a lady wrestling with a man and shows you exactly what the differences are between men and women. Have you ever had a man hold you down, women, like ladies? Have you ever had a man hold you? You can't fight against him unless he's really, really soy boy. I don't know. Men have it over women. I'm telling you, their strength is much more than a woman has. Yes, there are the odd one or two women who may be stronger than some men, but it's not equal. We're built differently. Baron of Burleigh said the voice empowering Aboriginals across the nation. Oh wait, not Alice Springs, but Darwin. It's called theft, and where are the police? They don't want to do a thing about this. In what world, this is Butta NT, and I believe they are Aboriginal. In what world do us as black fellas think this behaviour is okay? This is what they call themselves, okay? It's not, I'm not being racist, they call themselves black fellas. This is on us as a group, not the white man, not the past, nothing. This is on us. Our putrid behaviour, this is current day Darwin. And they're just walking into the bottle shop, you know, where they sell alcohol, and they're just walking out with it. Kind of reminds me of that lady yesterday. That was in Aldi, where she was just swiping the alcohol off the shelves and breaking the bottles. Actually, I should play it.
You don't want to whack me? You want to whack?
Honestly, I feel sorry for these people. They haven't been treated well by the government, even though there are like 13 members in parliaments that speak for them and are supposed to look after them and make sure they get everything they need. They don't. I remember a few years ago seeing a receipt from, I'm not sure if it was Alice Springs or Darwin, but mainly where the Aboriginals are, where a bottle of juice was $27, and that was years ago. Can you imagine what it is today? Honestly, they're not treated well, and I don't know how to fix that, but oh my God, I feel sorry for them. Edward Dowd said, okay gang, we have entered the quickening phase of events. The news flows on many fronts will be fast and furious. Remain calm and avoid fear and panic. The world is not ending, it's just changing. The world is about to change in one of the biggest ways. We've never seen anything like this before. Okay, that's what I'm trying to tell you. Don't, even if the banks collapse and your money disappears, please do not worry. Do not fear. You'll be all right. Just hang in there with us, okay? I'm telling myself that just as much as I'm telling you guys. And I'd honestly, I would stock up on some food. I'd probably get some money out of the bank to have on you, because if everything does go down, the only way you're going to be able to deal in anything is with cash. Okay? That if the internet goes out for a week or 10 days, how are you going to get money out of the ATM? If the internet goes down for days, how are you going to transfer money to pay your bills? Everything will freeze. It'll stop. So just hang in there, okay? Gunther Eagleman said, breaking, Zelensky and Ukraine getting billions of dollars as US banks are collapsing. Laugh out loud. It's not really funny, but I mean, I think, look, this has to happen. You have to let it go. Even if your money does seem to disappear, I don't believe it will, okay? They have records of everything. I believe people will be recompensated again. Anyway, but I just advise to have some cash on you at all times if you can, and make sure you have food, water, a way to cook. I mean, I've got a little gas stove, a camping one. I've got tents and everything. If I need to go from here, I'm ready. A way to cook, a way to heat, keep yourself warm or cool. Well, I don't know how you can keep yourself cool. You can't take an air conditioner with you if you have to. And there won't be any electricity anyway. So, I don't know how this is going to go, honestly, but I'm just trying to say to everyone, no matter what happens, don't freak out, okay? This is going to happen. It's been in the works for years. No bailouts, Pozo, so don't bail them out. Don't let them bail them out, okay? Because that's just giving your tax dollars to Silicon Valley banks to bail them out. We've done that here in Australia so many times. They should have collapsed years ago, our banks, okay? We're going to need to let it happen. Let it go. Let it free fall. He said it's going to get worse. That's why I'm here telling you, please, no matter what happens, stay calm. People think it's going to happen on Monday in the US, which will be our Tuesday. So just hang in there, guys. Malcolm Roberts, he's an Australian politician. He's One Nation, Pauline Hanson, the only politicians, I believe, that are trying to work for Australia. Senator Ron Paul is one of the most astute and honest American congressmen. His excellent book entitled End the Fed states that every major recession and every major war since 1913 is due to the privately owned US Federal Reserve Bank. Australia needs a people's bank because we have the Reserve Bank of Australia, which is the same as your US Federal Reserve Bank, okay? It's central banking. We need to let them go. They need to sink. Quote, I believe that banking institutions are more dangerous to our liberties than standing armies. If the American people ever allow private banks to control the issue of their currency, which they do, first by inflation and then by deflation, the banks and corporations that grow up around the banks will deprive the people of all property until their children wake up homeless on the continent their fathers conquered. Thomas Jefferson, 1802. Okay, Rep. Marjorie Taylor Greene said, regardless of your political position, no one in good conscience can agree that one group can proclaim with their free speech rights no justice, no peace, and Black Lives Matter, and then riot, loot, burn cities, attack police. Where am I up to? Oh, there. And the government repeatedly for months and have over 95% of charges dropped, but turn and demand the persecution of another group who proclaimed with their free speech rights election integrity matters and Mr. T1 and gathered in Washington, D.C. She's going to try and drink my cup or I'll spill it. And gathered in Washington, D.C. at the Capitol only one day while most protested outside peacefully and some went inside and opened doors peacefully and a few were violent and fought police, yet the federal government is hunting them all down and keeping them locked away and are treated worse than any criminal in America. If you demand justice, then you can't turn your head to Antifa and BLM violence and riots. If you do, then you can't demand justice for J6. You can't have it both ways. And if we are to move forward with any integrity, respect for human rights, and respect for our justice system, then the pre-trial J6 defendants need to be allowed to go home instead of suffering and languishing in jail. And with the release of the J6 videos, many already convicted J6s deserve a new trial, especially Jacob Chansley. It's time for the J6 political persecution to end. And I honestly thought that Chansley, was his name's Chansley, is it? Yeah, Jacob Chansley, that's the Q shaman, I think. Yeah, I honestly thought he was fake. I don't know. Aussiebot said, ladies need to go on strike until this madness is done for. Okay, this is it. I say, Toad said, how the hell can people watch a debacle like this and still insist so-called trans women have no unfair advantage in women's sports? This is crazy. Okay? I think you can tell by the size. I hope you can see it, actually. Oh, I'm not going to have sound on. I hope you can see who the man is. I can see straight away, but I hope you guys on your little phones can see. Okay? Just keep watching. It's not bad. Like, as far as I watched, it wasn't that bad. Just, it's wrestling, I believe. Who can get who down? Now watch what happens. She's going to try hard to get him down, right? Really, really hard. But watch, he just stands up with her hanging on to him. That's really going to work. I'm sorry, it's not funny, right? But it kind of is. Yeah, I don't know. I got taught a lesson a long time ago. The men are stronger than women. Okay, when I was 15, and I knew this guy, right? I said to him, oh, there's no way a man can rah, 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 rah. And he just turned around, pushed me down and held. He wasn't doing anything to me. He just held me down to show me. And I actually got a bit scared and started freaking out. And then he got straight up and went, see? And I was like, oh my God. There's no way a woman could fight a man. There's no way. Although I kind of did one time. Anyway, bad things were happening, so I had to fight my way out. So that's all I'm going to say about that. If that's a woman, it's steroided and male hormone to the max. No, it's a man. You can tell. This person here is a man. Okay, Elon Musk asked Keith Olbermann, have you considered a career in comedy? Because what did he say? Please remember to report this tweet for violating rules by denying a violent event, because it was Elon Musk, who said, I'm not part of MAGA, but I do believe in fairness of justice. Chansley was falsely portrayed in the media as a violent criminal who tried to overthrow the state and who urged others to commit violence. But here he is urging people to be peaceful and go home. Where are we? Shows him calmly walking in the Capitol, being escorted by officers and thanking, which we seen yesterday. Yeah, and Elon Musk just asked, have you considered a career in comedy? Whoops, I wrote the wrong one. Oh my goodness. I do that a lot, guys. Nasty One Reborn said, remember the movie The Running Man? Prisoners wore a device around their neck. There were no walls to their prison, just towers around them. And if they went past them, the device would explode. Well, that's kind of like 5G and smart cities, a weapon and a prison without walls. So that's what we were headed into. That's why this whole thing needs to collapse. You need to let them go. Grown5 said, our entire family just made a hard, sad decision that if California passes the reparations bill into law, we'll be leaving the state. We've withstood pretty much everything, but we draw the line there. We will be leasing land out, not selling, so Bill Gates cannot end up with it. Everything passes in California because Dems control the counting. It's how Newsom survived his recall. Gavin Newsom. If only all farmers cared about who they sell to and did a little digging, they would see Gates use as frontmen and corporations to buy. China does too. And that's, I believe, how they did it in Australia as well. Nick Holt, who's another Australian, said Russia has requested the UN Security Council to organise a meeting on March 14th on the issue of how prevalent Russophobia hinders the potential long-term solutions to the Ukraine crisis. Russian Deputy Envoy to the United Nations, Dmitry Polanski, said on Friday. So they're asking to sit down and discuss this. Do you think the Dems are going to do that? Oh, I think the whole thing's about to collapse anyway. And there's Elon Musk saying he's not part of MAGA, which I'll just like that. Oh, okay. AussieBot said, this CNUT just drove your power bills through the roof. We'll see you next Tuesday, you know. Goodbye, small business. Goodbye to the elderly who can't afford heat through winter, because we're about to head into winter. And Adam Bant, one of our stupid politicians, said, today is an important day. Through negotiations, the Greens have secured an amendment that will stop public money going to coal and gas and logging native forests in the $15 billion National Reconstruction Fund. Like that money's not going to be laundered. He's proud that with their support this bill has passed the House. I'm sure he is. He's probably going to pocket a bit of that. He said they don't need coal and gas to build a better future for regional communities or provide massive opportunities for workers. Yes, you do. Or go nuclear. And now this $15 billion fund can't be abused by those wanting to wreck our climate and environment for profit. No, it's just going to be laundered by these people, that's all. He thanks the government for the constructive approach they've taken in the negotiations and hope this can continue with safeguard and housing bills. This is what the Greens are in Parliament to do. Congratulations to the Greens spokesperson for Industry, Regional Development and Transition, Senator Penny, Queensland, on her fantastic work and this win for her community. Sorry, but that's going to be a loss for the community. Oh dear. Oh, and this one. This is Pauline Hanson. She is the lady who's been fighting for Australia since the 90s, okay? She has brought out a series of cartoons making fun of our other politicians. It's called Under the Bus. Pauline Hanson's Please Explain. Okay, let's have a listen. Looks like South Park, nearly.
All right, how about we go on an excursion to where they make the premium rum that supports our cartoon series?
Yay!
Oh, for goodness sake. Lydia, get out of the way.
No!
All right, class.
Lydia is a Greens person, okay?
Chat amongst yourselves. I'll sort this out.
Hey, Albo, you know how the budget's a complete mess because we keep spending like crazy and making it worse? Yes. Well, I thought maybe we could just raise taxes. Well, duh, Jim. But if we're going to raise taxes, it needs to be tricky and clever. Well, what about increasing the tax on those rich scumbags with $3 million in super? I'd love to, Jim, but I stupidly promised I wouldn't touch super this term. Well, what if it only comes into effect next term? Oh, yes, that's tricky. And clever, because we won't index it. So in a few years' time, thanks to inflation, that's what most people will have in super anyway. So we can rob the rich today and everyone else tomorrow? I love it. I think it's about time we talk about those capital gains on the family home. Yes, yes, yes. Are you guys talking about capital gains on the family home? No. Well, we're not contemplating it right now. Excuse me, Cocky. Jim, why didn't you just blatantly lie to Cocky just now? I thought I was being clever and tricky. Oh, sorry, Charmies. Looks like you're going to have to go under the bus. What's going on? Where am I?
Oh, hi, Jim. Looks like you've been thrown under the bus, mate.
Oh, no.
Oh, don't worry about it. It's fine.
It's basically a Labour tradition at this point.
That's right. You know, I remember when Julia here threw me under the bus.
And Kevin promptly threw me under the bus.
And Bill, who threw you under the bus?
Oh, well, I basically threw myself under the bus.
We've been expecting Albo to throw more of you under the bus, actually.
Oh, here they come.
Oh no, Richard Miles, what did you do? Last thing I remember, I was trying to dodge hard questions about super. Oh no, who was grilling you?
Oh, I think it was Dutton and Carl Stefanovic.
Oh, Richard, you blew it.
Okay, everyone, back on the bus. Righto, you mob. Let's go to the rum distillery.
Yeah! Hey, Mick, how'd you get Lydia to move out of the way?
Who?
She just run over Lydia from the Greens.
All right,
or Labor.
how about we go on?
I don't know what she is, but they were all Labor Party people. So they're like our Democrats, okay, here in Australia. Okay, and that's it for that. The news, that is it. Okay. So let's go back to the comments. I can't get too far back, I don't think. Oh, no, I'm doing all right. Is that David? I just can't see the... I've gone for as far back as I can. Yes, it's David. And Jerry, don't worry, Hev, I'm going to start vaping again today. I'm trying to start... Oh, yeah. I know, it's just getting too much. You can't afford to do it anymore. You know what I mean? Like, it's insane. Lanazi said another one bites the dust. Lol. Bye-bye, bank. That's what I reckon. But I reckon it's going to have a ripple effect out to the other banks. Jerry said, David Cameron, you have shaking Jerry syndrome too. Lol, that's what NB calls it, lol. Alex said, good to meet you too. Welcome, David. Who else? Out to lunch said, Robert Blake died, I seen. Okay, you're going to have to tell me, who is Robert Blake? I've heard the name. Missy T said, that's a nice rum, lol. Lanazi said, I love your laugh. I so love your laugh, Hev. Oh, dear. I got a funny laugh. I said, Hev, the Bank of England is saying they're going to bail them out, lol, and the banks will cease and currencies when the trumpets blow. This has been confirmed from the heavens, whenever that may be. Alex said, seems to be okay now. I'm not sure what happened, Missy. Susie said, hey, everyone. How you going, Susie? Missy T said, all good now. MJ said, hey, Susie. Everyone's saying hello to Susie. Emma likes flowers. Good morning. Kevin, MSM is smoking too much Kraken, I think. Oh, that's a good one, Kevin. Yep, the Kraken's about to be set loose. Okay, where am I up to? David said, remember that bank in Australia funded by the CIA back in the 1980s? One of the owners was shot dead in his car. Yeah, he probably didn't want to go along with what they wanted. We have an office in Sydney, a CIA office in Sydney. Don't ask me why, but we do. I'm sure we have them all around Australia, by the way. Oh, not just Sydney. David said Nugent Hands Bank, I think it was called, or Nugent Hands Bank. I've never heard of it, David. Wow. MJ said they don't know, and the people they hurt, kill don't know either, but now we know exactly. Yeah, BLM and Antifa don't think they are controlled by the deep state, but they are. Emma said, Lanazi, I love Hev's laugh too. Face said, crap, late again. Hello all. Well, I did set the time for 10:30, which would have been 20 minutes from now. But I went early because I was watching Wheezy and he'd finished early. So there you go. I said MS-13 will be slaughtered for their evil and wickedness and killing in cold blood. They'll be deadly sorry. Oh, definitely. Everyone's saying hello, Faith. David said, American empire is insidious. Look, it wouldn't be if it went the way the founding fathers had planned. I think it would have been better. But because these people the central banks took over in 1913 in every country. They just started sliding in everywhere, you know. And that's when the trouble started. Susie said, just heard an interview with Dr. Christine Northup and SGN saying they think another virus coming. I think Marburg. That was ages ago. We had the Marburg virus, wasn't it? Oh, they were threatening. They've been threatening that one for a while. Don't fall for it. It's the same as the last one. Anyone else hear this? They are panicking. Yeah, they're trying to bring anything they can. And Wheezy, What is Truth podcast, said the CIA is the biggest cartel boss. For sure, Wheezy, for sure. I am Kai, said Faith, much better today. Oh, good, you're feeling a little bit better. Oh, I am Kai. Our prayers are with you, mate, honestly. David Cameron said USA stopped funding to Serbia simply because they refused to hold pride marches. Really? Oh dear, they really want to bring the Western nations down to third world levels, don't they? Because that's what they were trying to do. They've been trying to do it for years. Emma said, Susie, hey, it's a worry. I said, MS-13 gang members, you're all going to be... You've been warned, TikTok. And Wheezy, What is Truth podcast, said they all work together. The proof is there. No hero, no saviour. It's all just us. We must stop being ideologically captured. Right and left are just illusions to keep us divided. Rant over. No, I agree, honestly. I do agree. There are extremists and there are the normal people. Okay? And most of the normal people aren't for this. So, yeah, I do agree, Wheezy. David said the alarm, New South Wales. What alarm? Oh, we are the alarm. Watch what happens here when all the electricity goes off because we just go on renewables now. And they're ugly. They're everywhere in New South Wales. There are, like where it used to be lovely rolling green hills, they're now covered in solar panels. It looks disgusting. And wind turbines. And at the top of every mountain you can see wind turbines. You don't want that kind of thing, seriously. And then Wheezy said, hello everyone, lol. Tiki doll, how you going? Alex said, I think that's what Billy Gates promised, to release another virus, and who planned to amend the international health regulations so they can force. I am not worried about that. I'll go down and fight it. Look, I really will fight for my life with that. There's no way. They're not going to jab me. Simple as that. I've already been sick for 18, however many years now. And I believe that was from them as well. You know, way back. I don't think any of them are okay. We are born with a natural immune system to fight things. And once they start doing this to you, and they do it from birth now, I believe they're just gaining customers for life for the pharmaceutical companies. And I've been anti that for a while, okay? I've watched many of my friends have children. They get their 18-month one, MMR, right? And within 6 months, their children went autistic. They were normal before it, and all of a sudden they've got autism. I don't know. I don't know if that's why, whether it's food as well, and maybe other things, but I believe that has a lot to do with it. They create customers that way for life. Faye said he makes me sick. Oh, yeah, Bill Gates. MJ said, talking sack of gas, hate that douche. Alex said, Billy, information, gates of hell. Yep. Oh, God love you, Shannon. Thank you. Emma said, glorified tumours. Alex said, I can't stand his or any of them for that matter. Yeah, I can't stand him. Just his voice. It's like I don't know. He's got this squeak to him. Doesn't sound right. Okay, Emma said it's a phase. Susie, it's a phase. Susie said, Alex, do they think we're mugs? Alex said, they are the problem. Lanazi said, I bet he produces more methane than cows because he's full of it. Yeah, I agree. I reckon if we get rid of a lot of these people, right, who've led us all down the garden path this way, right? I think if we get rid of those people, there'll be a lot less greenhouse gas because they will stop trying to dictate to the rest of us what we should do. Who are they? Who are they to tell anyone what to do? Wow. David said methane is a heavy gas, not a problem whatsoever. There you go. Alex said, I'll die fighting. Yep, I will too. MJ said, slightly healthier. He's such a lying douche. Yeah, it's not healthier at all. Okay, Cancer. Is that healthy? I don't think so. Alex said, the cancer burger. Exactly, Alex. Darren said, hey, all you lovely people. How you going, Darren? Okay. Emma said, Susie, I couldn't decide which picture to use, so I took a photo of my ashtray. Oh, good on you, Emma. Kevin said, when Bill talks, it's the same as a cow farting. Oh, it's worse. Worse than cow farts. Bill talking. Susie said, men fart more than cows. Well, Nazi said, I love her. She's great. Is that lady who was giving them heaps? Oh, that lady. Seriously? What a lady. David said, Obama got a gold pass by that appalling American corporate media. Yep, exactly. Yeah, Alex said, go lady. Who is she? Lee Dundas. Okay, MJ, thank you. That's her name. I like her. I do. I am Kai. I don't know, but I like her. Yeah, she just told them straight out. And that's what we need more of from politicians. None of this dancing around and not answering questions with a simple yes or no answer. And that's what a lot of people trained like that do. I swear they're trained not to answer a straight question with a yes or no. They are trained to try and word salad the rest of, and not even answer the question. They don't even make any sense half the time. I hope I'm making sense right now. Oh dear, Dealey said, and that goes for all government agencies. What that lady says. Yes, exactly. No more. Emma said, wow. Susie said, who's that woman? She looks like Susie Orman's Oprah's fiancée. Oh, finance guru, sorry. Emma said, amen, Dealey. David said, this is a great little channel here. Love from Liverpool, UK. Oh, thank you, David. Yeah, it's a good channel. Lots of lovely people in here, and we come every weekend. Even if I don't upload during the week, we're here every Friday night, Saturday morning. Friday night for UK, Saturday morning Australia time. And yeah, we just get together and try and have a laugh at the news. and try and make sure it's kept light. So, and just let everyone know that they're not alone in thinking that, you know, something's really wrong here with the world. And yeah, where we can all gather and talk about it. So anyone's welcome here at any time. Alex said, cool, human rights attorney. Yep, that's what she was. I am Kai said, damn Skippy. I said, a grave warning to MS-13 gang members. Almighty God sees you and hears you and records all. You'll be deadly sorry. You will be terminated. Final warning, TikTok. And Ozzy went, yes. And Alex said, never again. Emma said, hey, David. Weezy said, Hev, look into deep fakes, babe. No. I will never do that on live stream again. I can't believe that. I porn bombed my own live stream. Great. And that look on my face when I did. Oh dear, Emma likes flowers said no amnesty, and Wheezy's laughing. Kevin said cool lady, yeah. Yeah, D. Lee said it was Lee Dundas. Dundas, we'd say that way. We have a suburb in Sydney called Dundas. Alex is laughing at Wheezy. Face said, I just want to hug that woman. I know. Oh, God love her, honestly. I hear her. I'm right behind her. Emma said, I'm not worried. Lanazi said, hi, Bella. Kisses. And Wheezy's laughing. MJ said, freaking freedom, never again. I need the T-shirt. She's a lawyer. Yeah. We need people who know what they're doing, right? Not these, because the people in charge right now, well, they do know what they're doing for themselves, but they really don't know what they're doing because look at the state of everything. So we need people like that lady who know what they're doing to take over these idiots in power. Same as our Pauline Hanson. We need her more than we need these idiots in power because they're just leading everyone. They're going straight to the UN. They're selling us out to the UN, getting us ready for a UN takeover. David Cameron said, hey there, Emma. Pleased to meet you here. Alex said that was a funny live. Face said, hug, damn spell check. I know. Emma said, the ladies will be fine, just fine. Lanazi said, lol. Susie said, apparently NATO is dying and Turkey's been punished for trying to leave with that devastating earthquake. Yes. Yeah, Turkey was fighting back against them as well, like the deep state, I mean. So, yeah, they got punished for that. And from what we heard yesterday, Ohio was a false flag. It doesn't mean it didn't happen, okay? It just means that they did that deliberately to try and take the focus off everything else that was going on. So we'll see how we go. And I'm going to have to make the chicken video and the cooking video a separate video. And I might release it to the members first. And thank you to everyone who's a member. And I've got to wait for that to catch up on YouTube so that I can add more little pictures for you guys. So, I forgot what I was talking about. Okay, well, there you go. It just flew out of my head. MJ said, producer Kitty is back. Lol, she liked Lee. Weezy said, I bet you could take on Uncle Terry, Hev. I don't know, maybe. I did have to fight a guy one day for my own safety. And I didn't win, but I got out of what was going on. Nothing really bad happened, except I was just really badly beaten. But hey, you know, I escaped what could have been worse, okay? And that was when I was very young. Nisi said, hey everyone, wishing you a blessed day. Dana said, Hev, you look lovely in white. Oh, thank you. Missy T said, Hev sent me at Alex. Yeah, I sent Missy T the original video live stream where I porn bombed myself. Don't look up things live on stream, okay? Especially not deep fakes. You'll get things you didn't ask for, okay? I was trying to look up deep deep fake videos, right? Not deep throat videos, deep fake videos. But I ended up with some deep throat video. I don't know. It was just really bad, okay? Don't do that on live stream ever again. Yeah, not what I was expecting to see. And my face showed it. Emma said Turkey is a strategic location for war. Danny said, "G'day gang, Hev, how you going, Danny?" David said, "It's crazy we even need to affirm the man-woman differences, isn't it?" Yeah, look, men and women are not the same. Okay, they're not. Women have babies. Men can't. And I don't care if they call themselves trans men, transformers, right? Even if they do, you're still born with what you were born with. You're still that sex. Simple as that. Can't change that. Oh, they're trying to. They're trying to make it so they can implant uteruses in men. And I can only see that going really, really badly for men. For the men that get it done. Okay? Men who already try and have the bottom surgery to change into a woman, they're going to have a hard time. I'm sure they probably regret doing what they did. And because it is a wound, it needs to be kept open, like I've said before. That can't be good for anyone. And they would feel no pleasure from that, I'm sure. So it's not at all like being a woman. Oh my God, I should shut up. Transformers, more than meets the eye. Okay. Alex said, "I couldn't believe it, Missy T." Delia said, "Yay, Danny in the house." Missy T said, "Made me giggle." Yeah, my face would have made everyone giggle that day. Oh my goodness. I had to take it down. Like, I put it private on YouTube, that video. It's still up on Rumble and that, I think. But anyway, I took it down and edited that bit out so that YouTube wouldn't do anything to me because it was very graphic, okay? So I'm going to shut up about that now. Alex said, "People have lost the plot." And David said, "Faith, good to see you." And Danny's waving there. Emma said, "If you need an instruction manual for your vag, it's probably not a vag. Sorry, it has to be said." Good on you, Emma. True, exactly. If you need an instruction manual, yeah, you're in trouble. Maria said, "Hey, Hev, I love being a woman and thank God Almighty daily for this. And yes, the Aboriginals are not treated well and it's government initiated." I do believe that. They've driven them that way. They made it really hard for them. They don't want them on the land. See, the thing is, they're trying to say, yes, we need to save all this land for the Aboriginals, but they don't really want them on the land. They want to give it to the UN. And that's why they raise prices and do things to the Aboriginal people who are living on the land, because they're trying to drive them off. And they make life so hard for them. Missy T said, "Fast and Furious." Yep, eyes open. Darren said, "I've known the difference between male and female since I was born. To pretend we have more than two sexes is to rewrite everything we know about life." I agree. Alex said, "The government is not here for us. They hate us and they ignore their constituents. We need to get rid of them all." I agree. And what is true, said Missy, "War and peace, bro." Emma said, "Maria, 100%. What is true, said chop the F chop. Oh, David said, here, Alex, and 100% the same here in England. Yes. And Wheezy's laughing again. Missy's laughing. Alex said, "Hey, Maria." Faith said, "My mum is just beginning to awaken and it's tough for her. God bless her, but she'll be okay." Yes. Yep. We're going to have to just be there for the people who are waking up and go, look, it's going to be okay. Just hang in there, no matter what, okay? No matter what happens right now, hang in there, it'll be okay. Okay? I promise you. Just hang in there. Have faith. Pray. If you're that way inclined, please pray. We're going to need a lot of prayers. Tiki Doll said, ouch, she was just typing and got flung to YouTube homepage. Grr. That happens to me sometimes. I get chucked off streams and go, what? Get back there. Alex said, I've been using cash for months now. Only money in bank is to pay rent and bills. Yes, exactly. I only leave enough in the bank to pay the rent and the bills, and the rest of it, I try and take every bit of it out. Danny said, hey, Alex, haven't sent, completely agree. We're watching and living a movie. The movie end is coming. Nothing can stop what's coming. Exactly. It's going to happen. We were warned a few years ago that all this stuff was going to happen, but we didn't know when it was going to happen. Looks like we're about to head straight into it. And they said that the faster people wake up, the faster things will happen, okay? This was said many years ago, and you can kind of see it happening. Windhammer said US bank accounts are insured up to $250,000, but yeah, keep some cash on hand. Yeah. Hey, Carl, how you going? I said, Hev, you mentioned the 3 days of darkness. Nope, not yet. That happens through the judgments, great tribulation. The wrath of God is in the book of Revelations. Yeah, probably. I could be wrong about when. But it will happen. I reckon they're going to try and pull the internet. Missy T said, for quite some time. Emma said, what is truth? Are you Wheezy? Yes. Where can I watch your podcast? You can subscribe to... If you click on his name, and it should take you to his channel to subscribe there, but he mainly posts on Rockfin, and you have to get his community posts to know when he's going live. I hope that's right. Wheezy, can you always tell us on YouTube when you're going live somewhere else? So we know. Like you did this morning, or your afternoon. But yes, Emma, what is truth is Wheezy, yes. Susie said, but they keep saying if the systems go down, we have to be prepared to move to a safer location with half an hour notice. Where do we go? I don't know who's saying that. I'd stay where I was unless, really bad shit starts happening in your neighbourhood. I don't know. Honestly, Susie, I don't know who is saying that. But I've never heard of that before. Because we were told that the public will be looked up. You'll be all right, okay? Don't panic, whatever happens. You'll be okay. They're trying to keep everything to a minimum. If it had gone any other way, there would have been mass casualties and mass deaths. So this is the best way out of it. We just need to hang on. And if you see something in your neighbourhood you don't like, maybe then go, have some stuff in your car so that if you need to go quickly, you can just sort of just go, and then have some stuff in your house as well, if you can. I know it's hard, believe me, but yeah, if you can, that'll be the best way to do it, is just have a emergency supply in your car, and also make sure you have some food in your house, because you may need to last 10 days without going shopping. Okay, that goes for long life milk, unfortunately, because I don't like it. I like fresh milk. Stock up on the things you think you would need for 10 days worth of food, just in case. Missy T said, hi Carl. Darren said, after World War II, all our new houses had to be built with allotment-sized gardens so that in the event of food shortage, everyone could grow their own. It was dropped a few decades ago through complacency. There you go, Darren. I believe that will be coming back. I believe a lot of cities are going to go under, and that's why, okay, DJT was talking a few weeks ago, or a week ago maybe, or more, about 10 new cities. Okay, they're going to be different because the cities we have now are not built for the long term. Not the way they are. People are going to have to spread out a bit more. And then people realise the world's not overpopulated after all. When this all goes down. Missy T said, Emma, on Rockfin. Yes, Wheezy's normally on Rockfin. ROKFIN. But I normally look on YouTube. I'm bad. I normally look on YouTube to see if Wheezy's on, if he's made a community post, so that I can watch him and then go live myself. So Danny said Bo Polney said just a couple of weeks ago on Nino's channel that March through June, July is going to be brutal for the deep state. I believe so. You can see it's all coming undone. The whole lot of it. It's unraveling for them. And you can see it. Vanessa, hi all. Wells Fargo customers reported that deposits have gone missing. There you go. I think it's going to happen a lot right now. But don't panic whatever happens. Like I said, just make sure you try and make sure you got some cash on you. And also just try and be prepared with a bit of food, and I don't know if you'd need water, or it wouldn't hurt. Maybe a way to cook if the electricity goes off. I don't know how far this is going to go, so I'm just warning everyone as to what could be coming very shortly, and probably sooner than we think. Yeah. Tiki Doll's laughing. Emma says, thanks, Missy T. Alex said, I'm in the UK too. Can't stand them all rotten to the core, David. Yep. Missy T said, no worries. I said, all banks and currencies will collapse and be worthless when the trumpets blow. This has been confirmed from the heavens. Jesus Christ is coming. The trumpets. I can't help it. It's just, I keep thinking that way. Alex saying, hey, Vanessa. And everyone's saying, hey, Vanessa, yes, my bank, unfortunately, it's true. Really? Faith. Wow. I am Kai said, Emma, love the badge. The badge, not the... Okay, I just had to clarify that so you knew exactly what I was saying there. Darren said, Alex, young landlords of a pub in Birchington have said they will not take cash payments, and many locals are now boycotting them. That's the way to go. I agree. I really do, with boycotting people who won't take cash. They're going to be the ones who sink during all of this if they don't take cash. Vanessa said, in Lebanon, the people are going crazy because they can't access their money. I've heard that, and that's been going on for a while. At least like a few weeks to maybe a couple of months. Susie said, do you think part of the plan will be worldwide earthquakes? I am not sure. But God help me if there is, because I'm on the top of a mountain. The Bible says the mountains will fall into the ocean. If this mountain collapses, I'm going with it. Unless I can get off it, which is only 15 minutes down one side, I can get off the mountain. So if I have enough warning, I can get off the mountain. So yeah, like you said, who was it? Emma, was it you who said the 30 minutes warning? If you've got a warning for something like that happening, then go. Go somewhere. I don't know. How would you know where it's going to hit? I don't know. But I would get off them. If they said there was one coming, I'd get off this mountain, I'm telling you right now. There are that many drop-offs on... Most of these mountains are straight drops. And I don't want to be on it if it does. Oh, that would be bad. But I'm not worrying about it until things until they happen, okay? I'm just going to go with the flow and see how we go, and then I'm going to keep my eyes open. And if I hear of things, I may start moving. Okay. So Susie, yeah, I don't know. I wish I could see the future. I can only see little parts of it. Not all of it, unfortunately. I said we are at the end of an age and lots of people will not accept it, but unfortunately it's true. Yeah, exactly. Emma said it's so cool how many different countries watch Hev. I can't believe it. When I first started doing this, I just thought, well, look, it'll be a small channel, it won't matter, you know. I don't think many people will want to listen. But anyway, it grew and I was really surprised. And I thank you guys so much for joining me. And yeah, all over the world. It's funny how we connect with people all over the world. But it's good. David said, Tucker blew that insurrection away last week. Yes, he did. Vanessa said, Faith, oh no, sorry to hear this. I Am Kai said, we're more alike than we are different. I agree. I do agree. Faith said, hey, Eyes. And Vanessa said, Alex, hi there. Vanessa said, Eyes to see, hi there. Everyone's saying hello. Susie said, hi, Kai. Emma said, hey, Vanessa, oh my God, like what happened in Greece, I keep expecting it to happen in Oz, here in Oz. Yes. There you go. Alex has put Wheezy's, oh, God love you, Xenotron, for becoming a member. God love you guys. Alex said, yeah, Alex has put Wheezy's Rockfin account up, the link, so that if anyone wants to join, please do. He's a very interesting person to listen to. I do like, because we have different points of view on things, and I love listening to Wheezy's different points of view on things. So it's always interesting. I like listening to lots of different points of view on things. So Alex said it's an unfair fight. Oh yeah, the woman and the man, like, honestly, I can't believe women think that they are equal to men in every way. And hey, if women want equality, how about when we commit crimes, like if a woman commits a crime, she gets put away for as long as a man does? Is that what equality they want? Is that the equality they want? Do they want to be drafted? When the draft comes around, do women want themselves and their daughters to be drafted? What equal rights are people fighting for? We already have more rights than we've ever had. And it's called human rights. And that covers the Transformers. It covers women. It covers men. I don't know what rights feminists are fighting for to be equal. Because I just straight away think, okay, do you want to be drafted? Do you want to go to jail for as long as a man does? Because it's well known that if a woman commits a crime, she will get less time in jail than a man will. That is a known fact. You can look that up everywhere. Say someone takes someone out, right? Say a man takes someone out. He'll be put in jail for life or 25, 30, 40, 50 years. A woman will go for 5 years. Okay? So if you want equal rights, then be prepared to go to jail for as long as a man does for committing the same crime. That should be a given anyway. But, yeah, do you want to be drafted as well? I don't. I don't want to fight a war. I know I couldn't. Wow, I do know the difference between a man and a woman. There you go. I think we all do. Well, most of us anyway, except the Transformers. More than meets the eye. Ah, dear. Vanessa said Emma likes flowers, yeah, and Deputy for Bank of England released statement yesterday about possible bank runs in the UK. Do it, get your money out. David said good sensible people here. I think so, definitely. There's a lot of good sensible people here. I'm not always sensible. I like having jokes and being silly sometimes, but look, most of the time, at least I can think sensibly, you know. Yeah, not like Antifa, BLM or Transformers. Darren said, I thought we installed a government instead of the monarchy so that rich entitlement didn't come before the country. That didn't age well, then was getting better, now is unimaginably corrupt, yeah. Tiki Doll said, ounce per ounce, men are 3 times stronger than women. They have different muscle mass than women. I've seen a guy lift stuff that I just went, oh my God, you lifted that? Oh my God. Like a lounge suite, just straight up, you know, and walked. I'm like, what that? You didn't even need another person. Oh my God. But I agree, Tiki Doll, men are at least 3 times stronger than women. There are the odd little, like, exceptions, but there's not many of them. Alex said, these blokes become women to compete in women's sports because they're weak against men. The only way they can win is to fight a woman. Exactly. Look, these men who compete in women's sports may be 456 in their category, but they go and do it to the women, or play that sport against the women, and they're number one. They get a medal. They just announced a man as Woman of the Year, didn't they? What the hell? Out to lunch, said, should have kicked in the nuts, seen how that worked. Yeah. Oh dear. Yeah, well, if a man wants to play in a woman's sports, that should be fair game. Not normal men. I would never do that to a normal man. But, like, these men who want to play in women's sports, maybe that should be fair game. Being kicked in the nuts. Well, they're trying to act like women, and, like, okay, if a woman gets kicked, it still hurts, okay? Maybe not, I don't think it's as bad as what a man would feel, but it would still hurt. But at least, you know, you could kind of use that excuse. But you're a woman. Oh dear. I'm Kai, said Alex. It's correct. MJ said, Alex, they are just weak men or woman weak as both. Darren said, yes, Alex. Another name for that is cheating. Yes. Dealey said, Alex, that's what I keep saying. Transformers are just wimps. I think they're misogynists. Some of them just hate women, and they're trying to take over. And they're trying to tell women how it is, you know, to be a woman. And I'm like, fuck you. Seriously? Go jump, mate. You got no idea what it's like to be a woman. Faye said, wow, something is really messing with keyboard today, lol. Wow. Emma said, Alex, yep, capitalism has been dead for years, unfortunately. It's ma and pa up against multinational corps and government. That's where I think things are going to change. I think we're going to go back to ma and pa stores. We need them. And stuff these multinational corporations. And Wheezy, what is true, said, yes, Emma, thanks, Missy. Yeah, thank you for putting, Alex, thank you for putting the link up for Wheezy as well. Susie said, a man has more bone density and more muscle mass. Add height to the equation and it just ain't a fair fight. That's why the transformer women in sports is crazy. Vanessa said, eyes to see, you're so right. It's the end. Someone got pissy with me because they won't accept what's happening. I just ignore them when they're like that. And Wheezy said, I'm pleased you love flowers. Emma said, bank run. Seriously, get some money out for yourself, man. Seriously, do it now, because I think Monday is going to be the start of the fall. Missy said, yes, bro. Alex said, I would boycott them too, Darren. That's playing into the digital ID tyranny. Nope. Yep. Exactly. Emma said, gardening keeps me out of trouble. Yeah. I've been babysitting, which I'm doing tomorrow, Tuesday and Wednesday of this week. But I will release a chicken and turkey video because they all mingled. And I got it on video. And some cooking. And then I'll be back on Thursday. Whether it's live or a video, I'm not sure. Okay, Darren said, when you use cash, you feel what you spend. Electronic payments only feel bad later, so you spend more. That is very true, Darren. When I have cash on me, I manage my money better than when it's in the bank. How does that work? But I see what I've got. I know what I can use and what I can't. When it's in the bank, you're kind of going, oh, how much have I spent? Because it's not there in front of you. So, yeah, if you can use cash, look, I'd seriously recommend everybody do it so that we don't get trapped into some digital ID thing. I know around here, in Australia, in Sydney, well, at least out here, they're shutting down bank ATMs, okay? And they're putting other ones in that charge you $2 for the transaction, and your bank can also charge you $2 for that transaction. So you're doubly paying to get your money out of the bank. Okay, so, and they're shutting down all the actual, if you go to that actual bank that you are with, you get your money for free, but they're shutting all them down and replacing them with different ATMs that charge you money. So they've been doing this for a while. I believe they're also shutting down a lot of the bank branches around Sydney. I've noticed that. Emma said, Susie, that's why we love them, proper heroes. There goes my hero. Watch him as he goes. There goes my hero. He's ordinary. And I just jumped in my chat again. I think it's Emma said, I can't read the top line. Everyone's had a gutful. That's the part these elites fools underestimate. Yes. Jerry said, my girlfriend works at St. Vincent's in Sydney. She was bullied into it. She would have lost work, so I did it with her because she was scared. Oh, God love you, Jerry. I know. I feel sorry for... I really... Because a lot of people were bullied into it. With their jobs. They were threatened. I understand, and I feel for you. I really do. And Wheezy said, shout out, Hev. Oh, God love you. And Shannon, God love you too. Danny said, I think technology that exceeds that of nuclear power plants, but until we finally get our hands on it, nuclear power plants are the greenest possible answer. Yet they fight against it. They are. They are the greenest, best, and they produce more electricity than anything else can. And Missy T, does that speak at Hev? I said there is about 8 million on this planet and 7 billion and currently on Earth are going into the gates of... 7 billion plus currently on Earth are going to the gates of hell is coming. I don't know if it'll be that many. Guys, but, you know, I don't know. So, Dealey said, Kai, they turned you into a super soldier. Emma said, I'm sorry you both had to go through that, Jerry. Yeah, I am too. I am so sorry for anyone who got that. I really... I understand. I feel for you. I'm praying that it's all right. And Wheezy said, MS-13 works for intelligence just like ISIS and Al-Qaeda. Exactly, Wheezy. Exactly. They were invented by the CIA, these terror organisations. And then they used them to clamp down on ordinary people and take our rights off us. That's like the war on terror. Remember Bush? And he didn't even say terror. He said the war on terror. Like terra firma, like the war on the land. Oh, I don't know. I do believe there's more than one meaning to these things. And Judy said, hello, Heaven family. How you going, Judy? And Susie says, are you sure, Danny? Because I have it on good authority, Wheezy. Sold. What? We eat everyone in that deluxe apartment in the sky? I don't know where that came from. Missy T said, hi, Judy. I am Kai, said Dealey, I think. So those 20 and black and back jerks. Maria said, I just love Pauline Hanson in that cartoon, how she oopsie run over the greens. Yeah, exactly. Oh, oops. Straight over them. David Cameron said, you're spot on, Hev. In the 1970s, we barely heard of an autistic child. Exactly. Today, everyone knows at least one. Clearly, something is badly wrong. I agree. I really do. Jerry said, Emma, thank you, Emma. She's from Japan. She's a registered nurse. It was compulsory. I still got sick. Ridiculous. Oh, Jerry. I feel sorry for you guys. And for your missus too, because that would be a horrible situation to be put in, being a registered nurse. Alex said, I just hear Kermit when the frog when Bill Gates speaks. He does sound a bit like that, doesn't he? Kermie. Alex said, awesome, Shannon. Shannon said, no smoke today, Hev, and don't forget to pass those texts on to Omega. Okay, did I get texts that I haven't seen? Look, my phone, after yesterday's live stream, I had a surprise visit from my family, the grandkids and my daughter, and it was lovely, and they stayed till It got dark last night and I missed a lot of phone calls and messages and all sorts of things. So my apologies, guys. I am Kai said, I've literally got a knife jammed in there, absent-mindedly digging away. What are you doing, I am Kai? Oh, you're getting rid of that infection. Be careful. Oh, Emma said, David, yep, the stats on autism make it pretty bloody clear what's caused it, yes. Danny said, Susie, any idea how many dry cleaning locations George had? I said MS-13 will be fully terminated, including all security service and intel agencies on this planet. TikTok, God sees and hears all, and everything is recorded in real time. And Daddy said daily trivia. Jerry said, David, exactly, David, that all these meds that are pumped into the children, is it strict over on your side? Sounded like a car in the driveway. No, it wasn't. Yeah, I think it's getting strict everywhere with that type of thing. A lot of people were pressured into it, and that's not right. If it was as bad as they said it was, like the whole pandemic, we would have seen people dropping. We didn't quite see that. Also, the PCR tests couldn't tell the difference between influenza A, B, or COVID. There's a lot of things wrong with what they've done, and I believe a lot of people will be compensated, and especially the people who they're going to have to be for what they've done, for what these people in power have done to them, What is true? Says Susie Fraser. What are you talking about, Willis? What you talking about, Willis? I am Kai said now drinking very hot coffee. Yeah, Wheezy doesn't do pot. Weed. Alex said you have to become a member. Wheezy, What is Truth podcast, YouTube. Hey? Oh, you have to become a member, Wheezy. Oh, no. Oh, no one has to, but I do thank you guys who do. David said it's unbelievable. Yes, Jerry, yep. Danny said, lol, oh, good grief. What is Truth podcast? That was my high school nickname because of that show. Alex said, Shannon, I'm well behind in the chat. Yes, so am I, don't you worry. Missy T's laughing. MJ said, yes, they are trained in gaslighting and word salad. That's what it seems like. That all these politicians, and even like people like Bill Gates, they're trained to talk in circles and gaslight the public and not answer a straight question with a straight answer. You next time you see a politician getting questioned, or even, okay, I was watching the court cases with big tech, and Vijay Agade and all them, and they were asked a straight question, and they couldn't, and they were told it's a yes or no answer. They still did not answer with yes or no. So listen next time you hear a politician get asked a question, whether they say a straight yes or no, or whether they just start talking about, they take it somewhere else. It's insane. I said, Alex, the wicked evil predictors are always watching this channel, so they need to be warned. Oh, they'd be watching all right. They'd know who we all are. Hey, Michelle App, how you going? Lanazi said, on a 20-foot electric steel fence. Alex said, I know eyes to see. They're creeps. Emma said, hey, Michelle, how you going? MJ said, it happens. Danny said, hey, Hev123, if you don't mind, when we did that 10 memberships yesterday, I was thinking you'd get the 50. Is that the way it worked? Began to wonder if YouTube takes a chunk out of that. I'm not 100% sure, Danny. I'm waiting for YouTube's analytics to catch up. They take about 24 to 48 hours. And I'll let you know. Yeah, apparently, if, like, I've pinned a comment to the top, if a donation goes through Streamlabs, apparently you get the whole lot, like PayPal. I don't know, I'll find out. David said you follow Paul Michael Watson, Jerry? Or do you follow Paul Michael Watson? I said you cannot torture, assault and murder in cold blood and get away with it. You monsters will stand before the most high judge. TikTok. Yep, I want to see them stand before judgment. Susie said, Danny wasn't at 6. George hired 2 guys in hazmat suits to make crystal meth in the basement. That was his real money earner. Then he sold to the Czech Republic. The poor guys got paid in Funyuns. Really? Dealey said, amen, eyes. Alex said, I remember Pauline's speeches from years ago. Yes. She was fighting for Australia back in the 90s, I remember. Because they made fun of her. All the media made fun of her. And they even had her locked up for a little while. Shannon said, UN and NATO are the baddies, Nazis in disguise. Yeah, exactly. I Am Kai said, forced participation in a sexual act or fetishism, the normal world is getting attacked daily. And Jerry said, David Cameron, yes, the alt-right, he has some interesting views and ideas. Out to lunch, showed me some chickens. Put some chickens in there. I Am Kai said, gotta say, not a fan. Not a fan of... I don't know what. Dealey said, every day, Kai, in many ways. Jerry said, David, I was watching Milo Yiannopoulos last night. He's a nutter but entertaining. Yes, he is. He was actually interesting on Tim Pool's... Tim Pool did a... And he was actually, like, talking reasonably normally. So he wasn't going way out there, you know. But he is entertaining. Michelle Epp said, I'm really late. Just got back from the hospital to see my husband. He has brain cancer and had to go to the hospital for a brain bleed. Michelle Epp, praying for your husband. Oh, dear God, I'm praying for your husband. That's... Oh, my goodness. I hope he's all right. Danny said it was 8. Emma said, Shannon, UN New York headquarters sports a giant upside-down cross. Really? And was built on a former slaughterhouse. Nothing sus. Really? Shannon said, no sign of King or Deb. How will I know the time in Adelaide or whether it's moist or not? Pat said, Hev, I gave up smoking at 50, but I still have my pipe and I'm 78 and I cannot stand cigarettes at all, but have a bit of baccy in my pipe. Cool. Yeah, I'm just trying to give up because, look, I know the 3 or 4 days that I did it for, my cough went away. I felt better. Although I had high anxiety, I did feel better. I had a little bit more energy. So I'm just going to keep going. If I do fall, I'm going to just start again and keep going until I do this. MJ said, Kai, never thought of it that way, but what you said is forced lies. MSN is mind raping people daily. Yes. Dealey said, man, sorry to hear, Michelle. Prayer to your husband, definitely. Emma says, Adelaide is never moist. Ha ha ha. Jerry said, laugh my ass off. Michelle upset, thank you, Dealey. Missy T says, sending love, Michelle, definitely. Sending love and prayers to Michelle for her husband and Michelle herself. And hopefully it goes all right. I'm so sorry. Shannon said, just like the Standard Hotel sports a giant upside-down signage right next door to the Meat District and Tom Hanks' diner. Diner or dinner? Wow. I Am Kai said, drag queen story times, total drag shows, data trans or else men and women's sports. Right. Yep. And men and women's prisons too. That should not be allowed. MJ said, Michelle, you're not late, you're on time. Hub's first. Yes, definitely. Yeah, hubby comes first, honestly. David said, I was watching him back in 2014, plus some character but loose morals and mine, Jerry. Alex said, good question, Danny. Too, I think that just pays for people to have 1 month of membership. Not sure if Hev gets the money as well. YouTube takes 30% of donations. Jerry said, can't mess with nature. It's insane. Emma said, sending love and strength, Michelle. Definitely. Yep, Hubs first. Definitely. Hubby first. Definitely. Pat said, I was reading the headline when the picture popped up so quick. What a crack up. Oh, dear. Shannon says, Smokers Hack is back. Jerry said, David Cameron, he has a punchable face, but I do find him entertaining. I thought he was Aussie for a minute because his accent isn't so strong. Plus, he came here and stirred stuff up. It was funny. Michelle Epp said, thank you, everyone. Yeah, no, I'll be praying for you, Michelle Epp. And for Gavin from yesterday, his mum is still in the hospital and they say she now has COVID. I'd like to know how they think they know that, because the PCR tests are faulty. Plus, they were running them at 40... I can't remember what it was. They were running them at a 40 something. It was supposed to be 25 or 20. And 40 will give you a false positive. So that's what has been happening. Yeah. Emma said, Jerry, yep, nature finds a way. Kevin said, chop the nuts off a dog, call it sex. Chop the nuts off a man, call him a transformer. I'm going to say transformer so that hopefully YouTube don't pick up on that. Lanazi said, they say men and women are the same, right? Well, if so, why do they want to look like the opposite of what they are? Exactly. So there is a difference, right? Just saying, lol. Oh, I agree, Lanazi. David said, a quick chat with our parents and their confusion they feel today is all we need to see the problem. Jerry said, Emma, exactly. It's a reason why I'm scared to have children in this day and age. Yeah, look, I know a lot of people like that. But I think the thing is to have as many kids as you can. Have as many as you can. Just don't maybe homeschool them for a while. Well, the first 5 years they won't be at school anyway. And just teach them at home. Alex said, I was wondering the other day if there's a link between the Transformers and autism. I do believe a lot. Yep, I do believe some of the innocent people caught up in that are autistic. And are these adults taking advantage? Not all, but I wonder how many are on the spectrum. I agree, Alex. I think there are a lot of them. I am Kai said they used to be called eunuchs. Yep. Shannon said, atrazine is turning the frogs gay. Isn't that what Alex Jones said? I think he said that. I think there's something in the water that's turning some people. I really do. Something's going on. David, I was exactly like you. Jerry, my son is now 23, but I'll tell you some tales about his school days sometime, mate. Hey, Menacing Muskrat, their whole effing temple is coming down. It's going to be biblical. I know. I'm so excited. I really do. I want to see it all, I don't want to see everything collapse, but I want to see them collapse. Hey, Gavin, how you going? You're so late, but you're here. Oh, God love you. Prayers for your mum too, Gavin. Emma likes flowers is laughing. Shannon said maybe not just frogs. Menacing Muskrat said 17th letter. Lanazi said hit the like thumb, please, and thank you. D. said, Alex, have you heard of the autism for drag? No? I haven't. Oh, no. Pat said, dead right, Alex, no more politicians ever. I am Kai said, Alex, note, my TJ is autistic and loves a hot girl. Yeah, I'm just saying some of them have been led that way, not all of them. And good on your son for liking a girl. But a lot of autistic people are, they convince them that they are. Which is sad. And Emma said, hey, Gavin. Alex said, hey, Michelle, I'm sorry to hear that. Sending love and prayers to your husband and you. Jerry said, David, lol, definitely would love to hear some stories, I can imagine. And Gavin said, hey, Emma. And MJ said, Jerry, I wouldn't have given it up for anything. If I could have, I would have had more. Love your life, nothing compares. A love of your life, nothing compares. I get what you're saying, but it's amazing. Best thing. Honestly, yeah, having kids is something you cannot describe to people. And you're never ready for it. No matter how much you try, you are never ready for it. It's hard work, but it is the best thing you can do. David said, Transformers people are the only indulging their fantasies. That's what I think. It's a fetish. That's what I think. Hey, Sherry, how you going? I am Kai, said David, and forcing us to participate. Yeah. Jerry said, MJ, you understand what I mean. I would never have regrets, but I'm a little scared, to be honest. I think a lot of people are, especially with, with having children. It's a scary thing, but it's worth it. David said, I am Kai, 100% absolutely yes, and it's sickening. Emma said, it's incredibly hard raising children these days. It is at the moment. I think it's going to get a little bit easier soon. Emma said, thanks, Hev. MJ said, Jerry, totally get it. David said, lovely comments. MJ, 100%. I said, my faith is in the third and one Trinity, Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. I never have put my faith in any man or woman, a mortal being, never. Yeah, trust God. MJ said, thank you, David. Emma said, breaks my heart how they are constantly trying to separate us from our children in every way possible. Yep. I think after all this happens, we're going to see a big baby boom. After all of it, this goes down. Massive baby boom. Dealey said, agree, eyes, I have total faith in God. I am Kai said, we will make it as a species sorted in a dream. Emma said, protein powder. Alex said, I've not heard of that, Dealey. Emma said, at least it's got nutrients. If I have nothing else to eat, I can mix it with water. MJ said, peanut butter and lots of PB and crackers, canned food, you should be good. Yeah, I've got 2 big tubs of peanut butter. We'll be right. And I've got well, as long as the electricity doesn't go out, I think I've got 8 or 10 loaves of bread in the freezer. I went nuts this week, just making sure I got enough bread, and I've got some long life milk and sugar and tea bags and the things that I need, plus canned foods. I've got plenty of them. I said those men changing to women in surgery or women changing to men in surgery, a punishment would be greater death in hell. Look, honestly, when that happens, when they do actually go under for the operations, you know how they use the excuse that if you don't let this transformer transform, then they have thoughts of hurting themselves, right? Well, it makes it worse after the operation. The levels of wanting to hurt yourself go way up, not down. It's worse. So they're just lying to people now, seriously. I am Kai said, hey, Muskrat. Darren said, missed a bit there, but almost caught up again. Shannon said, March Madness at the moment. Yes. Hey, Josie, sprouted seeds grow quickly and fill you up. I'm going to start sprouting. Alex said, hey, Gavin, hope you're okay. How's your mum? David said, how about the incredible city that the Saudis are building? Check it out. It's a narrow parallel structure that just goes on and on through the desert. That's their smart cities that they want us all in. Never going to happen. Susie said, show off. That's the open air prison. That's what that is. Definitely, David Cameron. Susie said, show of hands, what's your preference? New England clam chowder or Manhattan? I don't even know what that is. I don't think I've tasted clam chowder or Manhattan. MJ said, oh, Susie, not fights. MJ said, New England, Massachusetts here. Emma said, Emma's lol, laughing. Alex said, I think that's true. David just used to be in the nightclubs. Now they're parading their genitals in front of children. Yes, and that used to be in nightclubs. It used to be for over 18s because there was a reason for it. It has a sexual connotation. That's what it is. No matter how many people say, oh, no, it's not. Yes, it is. David Cameron said, what is it? Eddies of March this week too, or Ides of March this week too? Dealey said, Alex, my mistake. it was Down syndrome that are being pushed into it. Oh, there you go. MJ said, Caesar, what am I missing? And Jerry said, MJ, cool, peace. Gavin said, G'day, Alex, I'm not bad. Mum and Dad, Mum has, I am told now, has COVID, is in isolation for 7 days. That's ridiculous, Gavin. How can they do that to people? David says, spot on, Alex, and when were we consulted on such sickness? Selena said, caught you an hour late. Oh, well, hi all. At least you're here, Selena, so that's the main thing. Susie said, do I have to say absolutely no violence over the clam chowder question? What is that? What is clam chowder? Clam soup or something? Is that what it is? Or is it a really thick, like, I don't know, soup? I just think soup. I don't know why. Clam soup. Lanazi said, just lay down and roll with the rumble. Hev, lol. I said, those who are saved in Christ will watch those being punished by Jesus at the great white throne, judgment from behind the curtain. Emma said, hey, Joyce, me too. Danny said, his peoples will be preserved. MJ said, hey, Susie, is you like Manhattan? It's okay. Everybody likes what they like. Emma said, prayers for your mum, Gavin, definitely. Alex said, well, that's another thing. Taking advantage of vulnerable young children and adults is so wrong, but the people that are supposed to be protecting them are trying to make this normal. Exactly. It'll never be normal. Exactly. Emma Likes Flowers said, hey, Selena. Xenotron said, where do I pay the late fee? Anywhere you want, doll. There is a little link pinned to the top of the comments. It's in blue. I put the link in there. You can go through there, or you can just do it on here as a super chat, or you don't have to though, Xenotron. Please don't ever feel obligated to pay a late fee. Shannon's making everyone feel bad. Selena said, hey and hi, Emma. Darren said, hi, Selena. I said, Jesus will raise the dead, death and hell at the great white throne, judgment to the judge before being cast into the lake of fire that will come to pass. MJ said, hey, Selena, not that late. Danny said, Alex, amen to that. David said, we do need to choose our news sources carefully, in my opinion, definitely. Always use your own discernment, question everything. That's what I say. And don't believe anyone. I am Kai, said Zena. Selena said, hi, Darren. Dealey said, Alex, agreed, it will never be normal. Tiki Doll said, Southwestern Colorado listening and enjoys your show. Oh, God love ya. Dealey said, hello, Zena. Alex said, same as trying to call a pedo a map. They are evil scumbags and they should be locked up and kept away from children indefinitely. I agree. Xenotron said, hey, everyone, forgot there was a stream today. Hope everyone's having a good time. Emma Likes Flowers said, hey, Xenotron. Shannon's throwing Mr. T up there. Xenotron said, hey, Emma. Hey, Slay. Hey, everyone. Dealey, sorry. Just making sure my keyboard's off. Here comes the other cat. Hello, Mr. Smiggles. No biting today. That hurt yesterday. Don't you dare bite me. Oh, you're a good boy normally, aren't you? Hey, you're a good boy normally. Okay, can I read the chat? You going to let me? You going to sit down? Oh, hang on. I might have to let him out. Do you want to go out? Do you want to go out? Come on. Oh, the fan's going to go off. Come on. Do you want to go out? You coming? No? Yes? No? Yes? I know you want to. Come on. Maybe not. Maybe you can't make up your mind. Is that what it is? I'm a doorman for my cats. Come on. Are you going live today? Yeah. What time? Okay, cool. Just checking. Sorry, guys. Okay. I'll stick these back on. Even though I don't need them on right now. Okay. Okay, where was I up to? Oh, Selena said, Alex, they're disgusting. David said, I like you, Alex. And Shannon has a monkey there. Lanazi said, Xenotron, with little hugs and kisses. I am Kai said, by the way, you'll be amused to hear that along with fake invasion, first contact approaches very soon. I am interested to hear. Okay, Emma likes flowers, said Alex, yep, shoot them all, including Elbow. Oh, definitely. Xenotron said, hey, Alex, Lanazi. Lanazi said they want the right to abort. Oh, no. I said, have all the wickedness and madness going on right now is written. The great falling away is happening right now. Selena said, I am Kai. Those ET aliens are Raphaim, Nephilim, fallen angels and demons. If you read the Bible very carefully, it's in there. And Shannon is showing the picture of the wave, Mohap, which Michelle Obama has a P, a chicken, the drip, 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 Elaine dancing, Hillary screaming, and the American flag. Alex said, I have never tried any of those, Susie. Jerry said, exactly, Hev. That's why I love the Japanese culture. The gender roles are strong. It may seem old-fashioned, but it was how I was raised. Exactly. I was raised the old-fashioned way too. I just rebelled when I was a teenager for a little while. And yeah, there you go. But I'm back. And I have full faith now, more than I ever had before. David said it's wealthy idiots looking for identity. I am Kai, said Selena, yep. Xenotron said, I've always thought there's nothing more evil than evil man than an evil woman, and these days 2 evil women are formidable. Michelle App said, I have to go make dinner. Just wanted to say hello to all of you. You too, Michelle App. Look after yourself and we'll pray for your husband. Sorry. I keep shortening everything. It's the Aussie way to shorten everything. Like your missus is your wife. Your hubby's your husband. If I can spit it out. Emma said, Tiki Doll, hey, Colorado, love the song about it by Milky Chance. Selena said, eyes to see, and the falling away will escalate once those ETs reveal themselves because most churches fail to explain what they really are. Yeah, they're demons if they're anything. That's why I don't quite believe in aliens. I think it's demons. That's why this is going to be biblical. We're going to see things we never thought possible. The world is hidden from us. We don't know the half of it. MJ said laughter is everything. Alex said, oh no, Gavin, sorry to hear that. I pray she's okay and we'll be able to come home soon. I know. Shannon said, dinner, I'm still in bed, haven't had breakfast yet. Yeah, I had something to eat, but I don't think it was enough before I came on. Xenotron said, I'm not sure if the great falling away is a good thing or is it a bad thing. Falling away from what? Evil or the church? I don't know. I thought it was falling away from the church. Like a lot of people would fall away from the church, and a lot of people have. And it's up to them to either see it or come around, or if they don't, I don't know. I'm praying for everyone, but yeah. Pat said, Hev, when you started up, I was feeling like I was the only person in Australia that could see what was happening. Finding you was such a comfort to know that we're all awake. Definitely, because I felt like I was alone as well. That's why I started my channel. I thought I'll probably be talking to myself for a while anyway. Like, you know, I didn't think that it would grow the way it did. Yeah. And then I lost it all and started again. Here we go again. But you just look, if you get knocked down, you just pick yourself up and just keep going. That's the only thing we can do. Eyes here said Selena, thumbs up. Dealey said much love, Michelle. I am Kai said to me, aliens reinforce the idea of an infinite God with infinite imagination and infinite creativity. David said, kudos, Pat Ryan. Selena said, Xenotron, it's those leaving God because things happening now and things to come. That's what I thought it was. The great falling away was people falling away from God. I only came back in the last 10 years. Back to faith and God, and God help us is all I can say. Okay, where I'm up to. Alex said, we've never been consulted about anything. They just bloody go and do it. I'm getting sick of it, David. Yep. Zentron said, Pat, me too. I love the Hev family. Very comforting to my soul. Oh, God love yous. Emma said, Jerry, me too. Japan got shafted by the bad guys. So many cultures lost because of inclusivity. And Alex said, hey, Selena. Selena said, the good news is that if demons exist, so does the Lord. Yep. The greatest trick the devil ever pulled was to convince humans that he didn't exist. Selena said, Alex with hearts, hi. I'm Kai said, yep. Gavin said, thank you, Alex, prayers. MJ said, announcing a man as Woman of the Year proves they hate women. Ticks me off. Yeah, exactly. See, that... Not only do they hate, that they're racist, they hate women. Like, these are the people at the top. They're the worst for everything. They're the things that they are trying to tell everybody else not to be. Why? Shannon said they are introducing a new term for woman. Womexin. I heard that ages ago. No way. Nah. Someone calls me that, I might punch them. God help me. Or slap them at least. Emma said, Zena, yep, I think women have the market cornered on evil. Well, look at Jezebel in the Bible. Leading people astray. This is where, look, with culture, we can blame men all we want for sleeping around and doing this and doing that, right? But it's ultimately up. Women have more power over that area, right, to say no. And if most women said no, there wouldn't be one-night stands and men would stop being like they are as well. Not every man, the ones who like to sleep all over the joint, you know, who use a lot of people, and women do it too. I'm not just saying men, but I do think women hold the power in that situation, that if more women said no, there wouldn't be a problem with men sleeping around. I don't know if you know this, but as a woman, if you want a relation, like a one-night stand or something, you can go and get it. Right? If you're a man, it's harder. Women have the power. Women need to just close those legs a bit. Sorry. Each to their own, but that's just my thoughts. I think it needs to go back to being old-fashioned times. I really do. It's the only way around it. It's the only way to stop it. And they say that prostitution is the oldest profession in the world. I think that's BS. Pat said they've been posing as women for a long time. Did you see the movie Tootsie? Yes. Yep. Xenotron said, Selena, I've always thought that, but could it be falling away from the system? It could be. It could mean falling away from anything. I don't know, but I always just thought it was falling away from faith. Darren said, I agree, Kai. People say the existence of aliens disproves the existence of God, have low intelligence. Susie said, when made right, both chowders are delicious, but you have to be a shellfish lover. Yeah, I do love shellfish. It's a cream soup with potatoes and clams. Oh my. Mouth watering. Best when properly salted with lots of pepper. Oh my goodness. Someone's got to... One day, right, when we all meet, right? In my fantasy land, one day when we all meet, someone's got to make me some clam chowder. Sounds great. Dealey said, it ticks me off too, MJ. I can't believe we let them either. Davis said, Jerry, Knights of, what is it? Bitchute, Edward Russell audiobook on here, YouTube. If you have a moment, our author is a scouser too. MJ said, it is blatantly hating women. I ain't playing. My whole life has been tough enough. They make a favourite finger happy. Do you mean the middle one? Alex said, take care, Michelle. Up. See you soon. Praying for you. Definitely. Definitely. I said, Selena, unfortunately demons do exist and are roaming the earth and billions of angels. If our third eye was open, we could see it. Shannon said, well before that, Pat. Emma said, Selena, preach. Can't have one without the other. Jerry said, it's a man's nature to hunt and dominate, no matter how much hormone replacement is done. Transformers still have that in their DNA, trying to take over. I would agree, Jerry, definitely. David said, every TV advert is a subversive act. Yes. Tell lie vision. Telling lies to your vision. Dolores said, just popping in to say hello. Hope everyone's doing well. You too, Dolores. And by the way, when I said that about women, I'm not trying to offend anyone. People are going to do what they want, regardless of what I say. It's just my opinion that I think we need to go back to more conservative close your legs times, you know, just the way I think. I don't know. Dolores said, just popping in this. Oh yeah, I did read that. Sherry said, hello, Dolores. Jerry said, David. Oh, thanks, David. I'm definitely going to check it out. Go the Scousers. MJ said, everyone's saying hello to Dolores. Selena said, Xenotronics are falling away of Christians. However, sometimes there are multiple levels in scripture, so I won't rule it out. Yeah. It'd be great to see everyone fall away from these elite idiots. And, yeah. This is where governing yourself comes in. We're going to have to be governing ourselves and taking responsibility. And most women are going to find they need a man to look after them. Believe me, I do think that's going to happen. Okay. Zeno said, hi, Dolores. I said, Hev, I thought you were doing a live panel, honey. I was going to until I seen how much news there was. What I might do is how about Thursday when I come back on, which will be Wednesday night in the UK and the US, or Wednesday afternoon in the US, and I'll do one then. How does that sound? Okay, hang on. My chat's jumped again. And I was way back. Wow. Okay, I'm going to have to go from here. Okay. Sorry if I've skipped a few chats, guys, but it just keeps jumping on me. David said, of course, yes, it's a racket. We read America is in debt to China by insane numbers, but continues to borrow. BS. Gavin said, in Trump's latest speech, he talked about creating new cities, flying cars, and baby boom. I think it's going to happen as well. I didn't even hear the bit about flying cars and baby boom, but I do think that's going to happen once the dust settles, if you will. Susie said, I know a little girl who was 10 had the second jab. Terrible reaction almost immediately. Her hair started to fall out. More than a year later, it still hasn't grown back. Oh. Emma Likes Flowers said that's an old YouTube channel called Herbs Plus Beadworks. He's got a video with a recipe for really good mouthwash. I've used it for months. I Am Kai said eyes. What? I don't know what you guys are talking about. Couldn't stand it, no offence. Darren said, I can see the idea of a basic tax to pay for infrastructure, but that's it. They should stop meddling in every part of our lives. I agree. And I'm telling you, a straight sales tax at a very low percentage would do it. Menacing Muskrat said, Gavin Pearce, Tesla inventions? Yeah, the flying cars might be. I said, menacing muskrat, unfortunately I can't stand the smell of whiskey, but I love garlic cloves. I am Kai said, Gavin, I saw that. We have a death rate twice the birth rate. Dealey said, Susie, it's absolutely diabolical what they're doing to everyone, but especially the children. Jerry said, have a great stream, Have a great day, everyone. David will speak very soon, my friend. Have a good one, Jerry. Darren said, head should roll for the way they've treated us, yes. Alex said, that's terrible, Susie. Only 10, poor little sweetheart. I pray they just leave the children alone. That makes me ill to think children may have got that too. Oh. Menacing muskrat said, eyes to see. Cloves, as in spice. Just place them in the tooth area. It will work. Yeah, I heard that. Cloves for a toothache. Just a clove, a whole clove. Little tiny things they are. They taste all right too. Davis said, right back at you, Jerry. Be safe and sound there. I am Kai said, this jab crap just bums me up. Yeah. Danny says, Susie, my gosh, how horrific for that young girl. Like I've said, if I'd taken even one CV jab, I'd be haunted every minute of the day over how my body might begin to be diseased by it. I'm hoping to God that most people got some sort of saline shot. I really am. I'm really hoping that's what happened. Because it wasn't the pandemic you had to worry about. It was what they were the cure that they were bringing. And I just hope to God people I hope they were switched with a saline solution somehow. I said, Hev, David Cameron is our executed past Prime Minister. Lol. Oh, someone's just using the name. I am Kai said, simply inexcusable. Xenotron said, anyone seen the movie Wild in the Streets, a movie from the 70s? It's happening today, same but different. I said, thank you, Menacing Muskrat. I said, I'm a medic, used to use it on my crew many times till we could get them to the dentist. Good advice, Menacing Muskrat. Yeah, cloves for toothache. I am Kai said, Xena, yes, creating an excuse. I am Kai said to do anything they want. David said, I haven't seen it, but I'll be looking it up now. MJ said, Xena, I'm taking ideas. It's hard because a lot of recent movies are atrocious. I will check that out. Someone recommended Capricorn 1 movie. It was pretty good. Emma said, hey Zal, how you going? Sorry, I'm missing comments because the chat keeps jumping. Alex said, not seen that Xenotron, but I know there's a few film TV shows like The Twilight Zone, The Stand, etc. that seem to be playing out now. Zal said, what have I missed? I don't know when you came in. Xenotron said, I'm not sure if I want to see Judgment of the Wicked. It might just be too hard, but I guess we have to know that justice has been served. Our trust is ruined. Yep. I said, Mr. Smiggle's on the move. Yep. Everyone's saying hello, Zal. MJ said the kitty producer is back. Zal said, g'day, Dealey. I am Kaima and Alex. MJ said he's purring. Sal said, what have I missed? I don't know. I am Kai said, Xena, there's no heaven or hell, no death as we think of it. And Darren said, hey, Zal. And Xena said, I think that one was made. When one was made, the plan was still in skeleton form, but the years have fleshed it out more. Killing off the old is the ultimate goal, but 40, heck, life is just starting. Zal said, g'day, Darren. Menacing Muskrat said, beware the, what is it? The Iddies of March. Susie said, I had one jab, Danny. I was afraid I'd be evicted if I didn't. I live in fascist Canada and most of the populace is under a spell, but I pray every day. I do think some of the jabs are placebos. That's what I'm hoping. It was saline or something. Oh my goodness. My whole family had them. I don't want anything to happen to anyone. Xenotron said, I'm Kai. I think we take seeds into another realm. We become our own planet, for better or for worse. Alex said, banks might collapse on Monday and how backwards the world is, of course, Sal. And Zal said, yes, I heard the banks are teetering. And Darren said, beware April showers bring May flowers. Don't forget that, Darren. Xenotron said, Alex, if the banks collapse, will crypto go too? Hard to know. I've got a little bit of crypto, not much, but we'll see what happens. I said Michelle Obama, aka Michael, has massive dangler. I've seen it through a see-through dress. Yes, guys, we have all seen it when she was on the Ellen show with white pants on and she was doing a dance and there was something flopping around in there. I don't know. I am Kai, said Zena. I hope we return to the communal existence of pure thought. Sal said, Whoopi Goldberg is an evil woman. She is. Susie said, Hev, when people give you super chats, do you see the name and credit card stuff? No, we don't see the credit card stuff. But the name should come up as your name on here. It shouldn't come up any different than your name on YouTube. I am Kai, said the Force. Menacing Muskrat said, please take out extra dollars. My sources are broadcasting this info. Stock up. We're finally here. That's what I'm here for this morning. Menacing Muskrat, to warn people, please have some cash on you. Please have some food on you, enough to last you maybe 2 weeks, 10 days, 2 weeks. Please just make sure you're all right, everyone, please. Xenotron said, I guess it's too late to sell off now and get it out of the bank before Monday. It'll be lost in transit. Darren said, if the banks collapse, then so does the world economy and thus civilization as we know it. Emma said, non-human entities. Susie said, no kitty bumholes, please. I know. I am Kai, said, by Monday my 33.87 will be gone from the bank. Oh, $33.87. Yeah, I got like $8 in the bank. But I got cash on me because of, what's going on. I've been doing that for a little while. I'll take it out of the bank. I am Kai. Xenotron said, I am Kai, me too, whatever context we find ourselves. Alex said, I don't know, but I'm not sure I trust any crypto type stuff either. Look at that young lad a few months ago that took everyone's money and ran. Can't remember his name. Yeah, Sam Bankman-Fried. Yeah, you got to be careful. That's why you only put little tiny bit in, you know. Anyway, we'll see what happens. Shannon said Muskrat and blew a kiss. Darren said money is an IOU token that a bank will exchange. Without banks, money is worthless. It may be, but that may be the only way you can actually, if anything is open and if you do need anything, it may be the only way you're able to do anything. Gavin said need money in the bank to withdraw it. I know. Menacing Muskrat said back at you, Shannon. And yes, I understand who was saying that. Hang on. Yeah, someone was saying I might not get, even if you do donate, I might not get it because if this all goes down. But I believe that after it's over, people will be compensated. Okay. Yep, everyone's saying Sam Bankman-Fried. Zal said I'm having 11 Z's at the moment. Alex said, as sad as it sounds, I don't think everyone's supposed to make it. I said the great falling away is from Christ and the faith happening right now across the planet. Xenotron said, but a lot of people not in church are falling away from the general wickedness of the world. I think they are too, Xenotron. Gavin said, Christian 21 said, done in 30, ref to Q, solar flash happens, our bodies and the planet will go into light form. We're all, what is it? Vidi will be removed, then our DNA will be restored, must happen in light form. Yeah, that's not what, there might be a reference to Q, but it's not what Q said. They did say something about a solar flash, yes, an awakening of humanity. But yeah, we'll see what happens. I am Kai said it. Alex, yes. Alex said that's the one. I am Kai. Sam, that's it. I am Kai said true equality. Alex said I could see his face in my head. Xenotron said eyes. Who is the true gospel that will be preached? If we have already got a gospel, it's in Revelation and it happens in the tribulation. Emma said, as soon as you put your money in the bank, you no longer own it. Xenotron said, I mean, what is the true gospel? Zal said, has there been a public sighting of UFOs? Xenotron said, the one that is given by the angel. I Am Kai said, Gavin, I must admit I felt far different lately. Cynthia said, quite late to the party. Emma said, Xena, I ask that all the time. Everyone's saying hello, Cynthia. Zal said, that is the devil's world. Alex said, hey, Cynthia, glad you made it. Emma said, Zal, yep, the good guys will do it tough here. I Am Kai said, God give me strength to lay them out. Zal said, when the climate change Nazis say they want to reduce carbon emissions, they're talking about reducing us. Exactly. We are the carbon they want to get rid of. Alex said, one of my old colleagues was told he wasn't allowed to take his last $5 note out of his bank years ago, Emma. Wow. Darren said, Revelation is at the stage of the death where the two pillars of faith. Susie said, if we all decided to be Amish or Mennonite 200 years ago, I dare say we'd be better prepared right now. I Am Kai said, Hev is correct. Cynthia said, devil can't stand women, thank God for God, amen. Emma said, Kai. Menacing Muskrat said, we need to go back to God. I do believe that. I really do. Zal said, common sense time. MJ said, slavery is oldest profession. Darren said, that's right, Alex. They make you keep a balance in a closed tour account. Some banks insist on $100 in the US. Really? I can leave $1 in my bank and it'll stay open. Emma likes flowers, said Alex, yep. David said, faith, prayers. Susie said, is Michelle Muskrat, what happened to her husband? Oh, Michelle, no. It's Menacing Muskrat. Michelle Epp was, her husband's had a brain bleed. I Am Kai said, no, prostitution. Emma said, MJ, yep. Dealey said, except common sense isn't so common. Sal said, correct, MJ. Zena said, we used to slut shame, now you can't, and it's to our demise. Prostitutes used to be the temple priestess and associated with rituals, not just a prosy. Yeah. Xenotron said, what about lemon pepper? Judy said, good night, everyone. Going to watch The Chosen. Have a good one, Judy. I'll be wrapping it up soon, guys. Emma said, Kai, slavery and prostitution, aren't they much the same? Well, it's not prostitution if you're sold to someone. I don't think it is. I think it's sexual slavery. I said, the great falling away is from faith in Jesus Christ. That's happening right now across the planet. Sal said, we live in idiocracy times. Yes, if you've never seen the movie Idiocracy, go and watch it. Alex said, the world has become more and more debauched. To keep people as far away from God as possible, the devil needs this to survive. God wins. Susie said, Hev, were you born again and baptised as an adult? No, I was baptised as a child. And I've just come back full on to the faith. MJ said, good night, Judy. Emma said, Zeni, yep, can be used for good or evil. Darren said, maybe they are the oldest professions, or maybe butchery is the original we had to eat. Oh, the chat jumped again. Wow, okay. Menacing Muskrat said, Heaven Sent, have you followed FCB Decode, Kazarian Mafia, Prelude to World War III Decode, must watch? No, I haven't. Out to lunch, said she's talking to a friend on the phone. Oh, bye, David. Alex said, good to have you, David. Hopefully see you again. Take care. Emma said, Susie, yes, hold that feeling. Xenotron said, eyes, how do you know that where you went was not just a holding bay? I Am Kai said, I'm right by Fort Campbell. If they want to pop nukes, I'm going out to watch. Yeah, there wouldn't be much else you could do, really, would it? Would there? Susie said, the water from boiled clothes will grow hair like stink. Sal said, where's King? I don't know, I haven't seen him this morning. I said, Jesus took me to heaven on several occasions. I stood before him. It was amazing. I've seen hell in the lake of fire. Emma said, Susie, hair tonic? I Am Kai said, Sam, the fried bank man. That's a good one. Darren says, it's easy to spot evil. If it's based on lies or makes you feel afraid, then it's evil. Good always combats evil with truth and faith. Susie said, Emma, your picture is giving me Pennywise the Clown vibes. Oh, it does kind of look like that, doesn't it? Alex said, I was thinking that earlier, Zal, he has not been in tonight. I said, and what? Menacing said, I know, I am Kai, so planate. Xenotron said, were you shown for yourself or others? Oh, replying to eyes. MJ says, Susie, I think it's Punisher pick. I said, just for myself. Shannon said, done in 30 then, 5D. Darren says, Kai, does the fried man, bank man come with chips? Emma said, Darren, exactly. If it's simple, it's of God. If it's complicated, it's of man. I am Kai, said Darren, no extras. Sal said, Darren, I have the feeling it will go the way Christian 21 says. MJ said, Zal, I'm thinking so. I said, Xenotron stood before Jesus. He is amazing and wonderful man and was smiling and very happy with me. Menacing said, if you have taken the jab, you are under a patent. Anybody hear this? Yes, I did. They own you. It's like having GMOs, genetically modified organisms, growing next door, and if that seed blows into yours and you have any GMOs in your natural food, they can charge you for having the patent because they have the patent for GMOs and you've got them growing in your garden, even if they blow over, like, you know, with wind. Susie said, Emma, put it in a spray bottle and saturate the roots and massage. I think you just let dry and style as usual. Lanazi says, we are the church when 2 or more are gathered in his name. Shannon said, dang, Christian 21 has an accent to understand, lol. I am Kai said, I've heard that, muskrat. Alex said, like Twilight Zone evergreen, they want to turn us into compost, yeah. Oh, it's jumped again. Oh, wow. Oh, there I didn't jump too far. Okay, Susie said, how much cash should we have on hand? Enough to cover rent for a few months? I don't think so. I just think enough to last you a few weeks. Not even for rent and that. I think things will be frozen if it does all collapse. I think everything will be frozen. Rents, house payments, everything. I don't know. I don't know exactly how it's going to go, but that's what I think. I'd have enough just to be able to, if you don't have enough food, to be able to buy things for 2 weeks. The things that you normally would buy. That's if you can buy things. I really don't know. But at least with money, you can actually calculate. You don't need a till or a cash register to do it. You can calculate and count things out, you know. Darren said, I expect many people will feel underwhelmed when this is over. It'll be great to see the takedown of evil, but repairing the world will take some time. Menacing Muskrat said, Shannon, my husband and I are coming for a splash in your pool. Iron Kai said, with declassified papers popping out, we're in the flood. Shannon said, anything musky? I said, Jesus and Yahweh will punish the wicked and evil, including witchcraft, etc. Lanazi said, growing food in human compost is mixing DNA, in my opinion. Yeah, you don't want to be doing that. Shannon said, anytime, Muskie. Emma said, Susie, I read so much Stephen King at boarding school. Xenotron said, does that make you special, smug, humble? Prove to me that it happened to you. There is no point in trying to convince me. Unbelievers on DMT have had the same experiences. I'm happy for you. I am Kai said, best hint book is The Book of Strange Ways. It'll get you lost. Susie said, Muskrat, I feel like I'm under the mantle and blood of Yeshua so they can stuff their patent. Emma said, Lanazi, I heard that too. Oh, it jumped again. Okay. Darren said, I see it. Kai reports come out every day now. No surprises so far for those who are awake, but I'm sure the whole truth will still shock everyone. Yeah, I think even those who are awake will be shocked. I really do. Myself included. Shannon said, King said yesterday he was signing papers today, then starts disclosure Monday. Oh, that's right. Alex said, pure blood here. I am Kai said, Darren, I'm kind of sorry to know the full depth of it. All that we helped them to do before we knew. Menacing Muskrat said, Susie Fraser, boiled cloves like in a tea. Alex said, I will die before they ever stick that in my body. Danny said, Alex, literally us too. I said, something tells me... Were you guys having a discussion there? What's going on? I missed some of it. Okay, where am I? Menacing Muskrat said, made in God's image, 72,000 plus 72,000, 144,000. Darren said, I thought he said the start of the week, Shannon, he was going to come chat tonight. Xenotron said, as I live my life openly before my creator. Oh, keeps jumping. Danny said, yes, menacing. Danny said, human DNA. Xenotron said, are you trying to frighten me into thinking I might be condemned? There must have been a conversation I've missed here. Xenotron said, like the surveillance state. Emma said, Alex, same, no effing deal. I am Kai said, we are each connected to God, the creator of the creation, the force. I am Kai said, judge not, lest ye be judged. Yes. Ooh. Susie said, yeah, basically, Muskrat, they call it an infusion. Lavender and rosemary have the same properties. Natural is best. I use castor oil too. Emma said, no condemnation here, just love. Darren said, that's an issue, Kai. We will have guilt for watching our society erode for so long. Zena said, me too, Emma, but sometimes truth is pointy. MJ said, just love it here. I am Kai said, Darren, true. Eyes, I think Xenotron does believe in Christ. Xenotron said, in these days of deception, we cannot take anything for granted. Menacing Muskrat said, when you got in the thing, this adds another 72,000 genomes. Ooh. The jab adds another 72,000, which is 216. Wow. 600 by 60 by 6 equals 216,000. I am Kai said, I can't do the math right now. I am Kai said, so true, Xena. Emma said, MJ, my pick kind of looks like the Punisher with an overbite. Oh, okay. Darren said, guilt may not be a bad thing, though. It'll drive us to do better. Alex said, Xenotron. Emma said, Darren, yes, tough but necessary for protection. MJ said, I like it. Your E disappeared. I am Kai said, for all I know, when I was taken at 16 and modified, I became damned. I can't imagine God being so cruel. I said, Hev, yes, the 144,000 tribes of Israel will be at the throne of God. And with that, guys, I'm going to go, and I will do a video in the next couple of days of chickens and turkeys and cooking. And apart from that, I will see you on Thursday, your Wednesday, my Thursday. Have a good one, guys. And remember, no matter what happens, have faith and don't be scared, whatever happens, okay? I love you muchly. Bye-bye.
I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. I've changed for the better this time. I thought I would never be fine. I strive just to say I'm alright, and for the first time in a long time I'm alright. I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. I'm not falling. I'll push all my chips and call all in. I'll bet on myself, you keep stalling. I hear destiny calling. I'll keep my head up high through the downs and lows, and where I'll go in life, still nobody knows. But I'ma choose what's right and take what comes and goes, and ain't no one in life holding me back no more. I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. Back a year ago.